and welcome back to the Messy Bookshelf. I'm Jennifer, and today I'm here with
Emily Jane.
And it's not necessarily a book video today because Halloween is coming up. I thought we would carve some pumpkins.
Pumpkins.
So that's what today's video is going to be. I am doing Jack, or going to attempt to do Jack. We'll see how this goes. And are you?
Mine's a surprise.
Hers is a surprise. She doesn't know what she's doing. We have Return to Sleepaway Camp on the laptop, which you can kind of see in the corner. So yeah, we're just going to get to it.
So to carve a jack-o'-lantern, you need a couple of things. Pumpkins. Those are the jack-o'-lanterns. Knives, an assortment works. Big, small, skinny. It's fancy fish probably. And bowls for your seeds if you want to make pumpkin seeds. And if you're not into that, then not.
You can give them to your friend
who's gonna make them. And then we're gonna share this big knife here because sharing is caring. Oh, also markers for your stencils.
But oh, I should probably like take jewelry off.
Oh.
Unless we want it to get gross.
Yeah. Fair enough. So, Jen, do you know the origins of the jack-o'-lantern?
I don't.
Me neither, because I didn't read it. But what I think is right, and I'll correct myself.
Oh.
Hang on, this is the fun part. I think Uggo here, it's my pumpkin's name. Uggo might be a little too Uggo. Oh, I forgot to mention, the smell of pumpkin makes me throw up. So, I know, it's really ironic, considering that I live the pumpkin life. So, the origin of the jack-o'-lantern. So there's this guy named Jack, right? And from what I can gather, he's kind of a piece of shit. Or, how censored can we get here?
No, you can say whatever you want.
So he's kind of a piece of shit. And he probably does something shitty, and then he has to go to the underworld or whatever. I feel like this is Christian, but I don't really know. Do we got hell? Regardless. No, he goes to purgatory. Yes, he's stuck in purgatory, and to light his way in purgatory, I really fucked this up. I did it, never mind. Alright, I'm back on top. To light his way through purgatory, he uses a jack-o'-lantern that he probably carved himself. I guess they only have pumpkins in purgatory and also like electric candles. I don't know. I'm not a purgatory expert. And hopefully that's right. And we call them jack-o'-lanterns to like help him out or something. Maybe he's just hanging out. I'm not too sure. I really don't want to put my hand in this. I am disgusted. Why do I do this every year?
I haven't done this since high school.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my god, why don't you have fun?
Because it was such a fail in high school that I've just been almost, I guess, too afraid.
We used to have like pumpkin carving contests in my high school. And it would be alright, but I would never be the one to.
Well, that's what we had. We had pumpkin carving auctions.
What the?
Yeah, like two people from each class would carve a pumpkin, and then at the end of the day at the assembly, we'd auction them off for money for the school.
Ugh.
This is so gross.
We may need a spoon. I feel like a spoon is something else that we need. Okay, the problem with pumpkins, here's the problem with pumpkins, is that it feels like hair and like the inside of someone's mouth but cold. And like, this is what I imagine surgeons feel. But like cold. Because I feel like bodies are warm when surgeons are
Unless they're dead.
Oh, grossed out. One good thing about Christmas is that you don't have to hollow out a vegetable.
Is that why they call it Halloween?
Alright, that.
You know what the inside of a pumpkin feels like?
I have already described it.
No, but here's a different thing that has less to do with dead bodies.
It's not dead bodies, it's hair.
Okay.
And cold mouth. Because there's like,
you know when you take an orange and then you stick it in your mouth and you like chew it all up and suck all the juices out of it, and when you take it out it gets all gross and slimy?
yeah, but cold. History of the jack-o'-lantern. The carving of vegetables has been a common practice in many parts of the world, and gourds were the earliest plant species domesticated by humans. Interesting. It is believed that the custom of making jack-o'-lanterns at Halloween began in Ireland. Much like potatoes. In the 19th century, turnips or mangel wurzels, hollowed out to act as lanterns and often carved with grotesque faces, were used at Halloween in parts of Ireland and the Scottish Highlands. Alright, what about Jack though? Where did I pull that story from?
Well, that
The lanterns were variously said to represent the spirits of supernatural beings, or were used to ward off evil spirits. For example, sometimes they were used by Halloween geysers to frighten people. And sometimes they were set on windowsills to keep harmful spirits out of one's home, much like how the cats perch, I guess. It has also been suggested that the jack-o'-lanterns originally represented Christian souls in purgatory. I got that. As Halloween is the eve of All Saints' Day, November 1st. Oh, he's so gross. So a good technique for hollowing out your pumpkin is just kind of like scraping with all of your force. It's definitely a good workout for your biceps or triceps or whatever's in your arm. I really don't know. With a spoon, I'm holding it like this and giving it a nice like hollowing it out, and I can feel all the insides like a very thick, cheap spider web decoration that's a little soaked in probably vodka. Too many Jello shots, you know, and just everything breaks loose. This is the real spooky part. Do you have any Halloween recommendations for books, Jen? Does Jen, our messy bookshelf, have any Halloween recommendations? Because I can think of a few Halloween books that I like. Or like spooky literature.
Books.
Let's talk about books.
Well, I just read Bird Box by Josh Mallerman.
Alright, what's that about?
It's kind of apocalyptic type book.
Okay.
But it's like spooky at the same time and creepy and gives you that weird feeling. But it's about this like epidemic that happens where they don't know what it is. You never ever find out what it is.
Millennials.
Anyway, you can't, when you look at whatever it is, you end up like going crazy or going mad and like killing yourself and possibly others.
That sounds like my personal idol Medusa. She knows how to start a party.
So what people start doing is they start like putting like shit over their windows, and they start wearing blindfolds and not going outside unless absolutely necessary. And it's about this girl Mallory who ends up pregnant right as it's beginning. So it goes back and forth between two different time periods. It's like the present is with her and these two children, and they have to leave their house.
Her children? Her baby?
Well, one at least is hers. That's all I'm saying.
I can't even give birth today. Oh man, can you imagine going through birth without like a spinal tap or like no sedation, no educated people who know exactly what's happening to your insides, or like, I don't know what else happens at birth because I don't want to know. I don't want to. It's magic. It's magic. So, yeah. Any other?
Anything by Danielle Vega. Well, I haven't read Her Survive the Night, but I really enjoy her Merciless series, which is very like horror and a little gory. So
book gory.
Yeah, so that's always good. See, I can't think of anything else because I haven't read a whole lot of like scary stuff or like stuff that I really like. I read Carrie by Stephen King, but I didn't find that really scary. I didn't overly enjoy it.
Fair enough. I see that.
Yeah. But you said you had recommendations?
Well, yeah. So, I'll bring up the one that I haven't actually like gone through every one of them, but the little bird books about Edgar the Bird, the Raven.
Oh yeah.
What are those called?
It's just Edgar the Raven.
Edgar the Raven. So they're these kids books that are based off Edgar Allan Poe's.
Yeah, those are awesome.
Stories, so cute.
Anything by Edgar Allan Poe. Really?
Well, if you want see, the best way to read Edgar Allan Poe is on a bearskin rug in front of a fireplace, very dramatically in one of those big robes, and you have an ascot. Or maybe not on the bearskin rug, but with a lounge chair there and a pipe and a fez. You know that look? You gotta live that look. So Edgar Allan Poe, always gotta suggest Dracula. Dracula's real good. Only read the first bit. Don't care how it ends. Alright? The second that Jonathan leaves that castle, I'm it stops being gay. That's it. If you're trying to tell me that Dracula and Jonathan didn't get intimate at least once, I'm just saying, he's got a castle all to himself, invites a handsome lawyer over. If I'm going to invite a handsome lawyer over to my castle, it's not just blood that's going to be, I can't finish that, I'm way too Catholic. Also, I guess Frankenstein, another classic. I did actually finish that one. I was surprised at how good it was. Because pop culture has definitely taken it to a new direction. So Frankenstein the doctor, I found him to be an interesting character because he's genuinely a douche.
I would argue that the poem by Tim Burton, The Nightmare Before Christmas, would also be a good one to read. The movie's based on.
That's a good Halloween Eve.
Or Halloween night.
December 30th.
What?
I just had my hand in a pumpkin. I'm not exactly here. I also found a little bit the bottom is rotting, and so that's cool. It's cool. I'm a big fan. I've read some other spooky books, but I can't exactly think of them at the moment. Is this gonna? Oh Jesus. Oh, you know what? I should have carved. I forgot the whole art of pumpkin carving. So, next step, we're going to draw our designs on the pumpkins. Jen, what are you doing?
Jack Skellington.
Jack Skellington, and I'm just gonna carve a face in mine because he's a little too uggo to really do anything with. So I might put a little face right here. Maybe I'll do it right here. No, I don't know. We'll feel it out. Maybe I'll just, okay, let's talk about horror movies. I know this is a book channel, but what I know is movies, mostly. For no particular reason. I do like reading, but I'm also kind of, I'm a visual learner. So, Halloween movie recommendations. You first, Jen, go.
Halloween Town 1, 2, and High.
Weak.
Scream, all of them, including the kind of shitty but not overly shitty Scream movies.
The
new 4, I think, with Emma Roberts in it. It wasn't that bad. It was bad, but it wasn't that bad.
You know what? I have seen them. I just didn't remember them because they're so bad. I'm kidding. I don't actually remember them. I remember Emma Roberts being there. I was like, oh, look, it's Nancy Drew.
Right.
Look at that. Halloween is definitely a classic.
Oh, yeah.
That like that.
Halloween, the original and the remake.
The Rob Zombie remake is pretty good, but they're totally two different sets of movies, and it depends on really what you're in the mood for.
Yeah.
But they're both good. What else is there? You can go with classics. Friday the 13th, Nightmare on Elm Street. Huge fan of Sleepaway Camp. We watched it recently.
Yeah, real good.
And we're watching the second one. This is the Scream face. We're watching the second one, kind of now-ish. Kind of getting through it. It's also good. Hold on, step 3 is carving. So take your little knives, or the big one, I don't judge. and you just carve out your little designs. Make sure what you did is a good. Do a good. So back to the movies. American Psycho. We were talking about that one earlier. American Psycho's always good. But American Psycho isn't really a Halloween movie. It's just genuine horror. What's horrifying about it is
it's just a businessman. Just killing
this guy,
people.
and he's like, I'm literally murdering people, and everybody's like, nah, okay. And I think it has more to do, like it comments more on like the state of Wall Street in the 80s. But the only thing I care about in the 80s is teenagers and the Smiths, as we have discussed earlier. Other good Halloween movies. Halloween Town is good. I prefer Hocus Pocus. It's by no means a good movie, but Hocus Pocus.
Hocus Pocus is really good.
Scream's a good Halloween movie because it's very self-aware. So it's like fun to watch with people. Nightmare Before Christmas. I was recently in a bit of a debate on whether or not The Nightmare Before Christmas was a Christmas or Halloween movie. And I was like, it's a Christmas movie. It came out in December. And it came out October 29th.
Yep, according to the director, it is a Halloween movie.
1983. Well, personally, I think there's other Halloween movies to watch. Like, I like to watch it to, like, ring in the season, but I find it more to be...
Yeah, the little skinny one.
This one?
Yeah.
Tragic.
I will stab you.
Please do. There's a video camera here. You can make it into a snuff film. Be my guest. I'll go here as a little squishy because he's rotting. But you know, that's fine. He's just gotta last another couple days.
That's okay because Jack has a dysfunctional nose.
Oh my god.
I might be able to like try and make it match up a little bit. Like you do with eyeliner.
That's the other thing about jack-o'-lantern carving. You know, there's only 2 real rules, and it's about your art, expressing yourself. You know, just because the nose doesn't come out right, just fix it until you're happy with it, because it's your nose at the end of the day. And just have fun with it. I mean, the nose gets too big, like maybe it's a second mouth. We don't know. Maybe it is. It's your vision and your entertainment.
Yeah, that's good enough.
It's just a guideline. Your sketch. You don't even have to do the sketch. Really, you can just freehand your pumpkin. It's like most people go through life freehand. Not me, because I like to micromanage everything. Oh, the heathers. The heathers would be a fun one. If you can deal with some questionable subject matter that does not fly today.
Edward Scissorhands.
Edward Scissorhands.
Basically anything by Tim Burton.
Edward Scissorhands. You just did it for Winona Ryder. Ooh, Stranger Things. If you haven't watched that yet, that would be a fun thing to watch. You can do it in like 2 4-hour halves or like 1 big 8-hour extravaganza. In terms of books, I think it's always a good idea with horror books because they're really much like movies, hit or miss. It's just to go to your local bookstore or a thrift bookstore or whatever. Just pick one out and read it. Also, sick pumpkin tip, when you're going around the holes, like put the knife like inside and then just thin it out a little. It lets the light shine through better. I feel like that's just basic like pumpkin 101, but if you're here to learn, you came to the wrong place. We are not a learning environment.
No.
We are learning ourselves. I mean, Jen hasn't carved a pumpkin since like, what, 1985?
I'm not that old.
Alright, I guess so.
It was probably like 2005.
You know what I was doing?
I don't know.
Failing math. You know what makes me happy? Pumpkin carving. Halloween. Not putting my fist inside of a pumpkin, but you gotta do some things that you don't want to do.
Just the carving part.
Just the carving is fun. It's relaxing. Because it's like the same... It's like cutting into anything. It's got that nice saw sound. Like... Saw, that's another good movie to watch. That's a good movie to
Good
watch.
series to watch.
Yeah, you can do like.
Well,
a Silent
I
Night.
can't say the whole series. Like, I know up to 5 is like really decent, maybe 6, but like I don't know. I haven't watched the 7th one.
Sleepy Hollow, both Sleepy Hollows, live action and the animation.
Yeah.
Like confession here for a second. The Headless Horseman in the animation. Whew. Who did I say that about recently? I was like, cards on the table. Oh, Mike Myers from Halloween. I was like, it's got nice shoulders. That jumpsuit, it's a good jumpsuit. I just thought of one. Donnie Darko, not exactly Halloween, very confusing movie, but Jake Gyllenhaal's there.
Yeah, and his sister's also in the movie, and she plays his sister.
Okay, so step 4,
Finish your carving.
finish your pumpkin. Hang on now. He's spooky. Now there are ways to preserve your pumpkin if you're not doing it so last minute like we are, but I don't know them. Check Pinterest. I wish we could offer more techniques, but we're also noobs. Figured it would just be a good conversation time, and it was good. It was a good haul. I'm just rambling. I hope you can use some of this. Make sure to like maybe thin this out. You put your candle in.
My candle's not gonna fit inside the hole. I have to make the hole bigger.
So we've covered books, movies, music.
Music.
Carving. Do you have any music that
The
you love to
Monster
listen
Mash.
to? Monster Mash classic. The Monster Mash is classic. I listen to it every morning when I wake up in October. I like to go on 8-tracks and sites like that.
Did it fall? Ah, yeah!
Dangerous. I don't know how we're gonna get out. So like 8-tracks and sites like that, and looking
We
at
won't. We'll just leave it in there.
I mean, true. Well, I guess we'll blow it out like that with this playlist and just looking through that.
Yeah, boy.
Wow! Look at these guys. Whoa!
They look sick.
Pretty spooky. Pretty spooky. Wow.
Alright, well that's it for today's video. Let me know down below, did you carve pumpkins? What kind of Halloween recommendations do you enjoy out of all of our different categories? And we will see you next time. Bye!
I really just want to carve a dick in it.